Well, hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of Whiskey Calling here. Wednesday night, sitting back, relaxing. And I thought I'd pour a couple bourbons. Two bourbons I've been enjoying lately. I thought, a little bit of a back and forth. The Booker's here, the Baker's is 107 proof. It's a bourbon, and I've been enjoying it. And the Ezra Brooks is also 107 proof. I've been enjoying this one too. So I thought, kind of interesting to compare these two, with each other. I believe Baker's is made by Jim Beam, I think. So it's kind of got that, reminds me a little bit of Knob Creek, but in a really good way, and I'll get into it. The Ezra Brooks, this is a hand-picked from Extraordinary Barrels, it says. It's the Distiller's Collection, and it's also a bourbon. And so, I thought, these are I've been enjoying these. They remind me a little bit of each other. So I thought, why not take a couple sips and see what I think of them. So folks, I hope you got a dram out yourselves. Got some bourbon or anything else. And let's see what this one smells like first. Okay, so kind of getting a deep, oaky, rich smell to it. Also a bit of a cherry, or kind of a sweet cherry maybe. Kind of a bowl of cherries. I'm seeing a little bit of a bowl of cherries on the nose. Dry. It's dry. Dries my mouth right out, which I love in any whiskey, generally speaking. Like in a bourbon. But I'm getting oaky, dry. But a hint of that kind of cherry sweetness at the same time. I'm getting a little bit of a bowl of cherries. You're kind of halfway through it. You're kind of working through it. And just sort of that, that aroma that comes, that delight, nice aroma that comes from a bowl of cherries. I'm kind of getting that in the taste a little bit, and the nose. Just really, really nice balance. It's there's definitely a bit of push of alcohol because it's 107. So you get that in a nice way. A nice, decent, long finish. There's some sort of spice there. Sort of a pepper spice. It's drying and oaky. So that was a nice start. So I do have a confession to make here. When I was pouring these, I wasn't paying attention. I started moving things around, and I'm not too sure which is which. And it was too late to tell. You see how close these colors are. So I couldn't even get a hint from that, really. These colors are very, very close. So this is sort of a fun one. I'll probably never know which is which, right? But I've been enjoying these two bottles lately. So it'll be fun. Maybe I can guess, maybe I can't. But I'll never know for sure if my guess is right. But that makes it kind of fun. We'll see which one is which one I enjoy the most. And bottom line, is there a big difference between one and the other in terms of how much I like it or don't like it? What are the differences? Let's try the second one, folks. So this one I'm getting a little bit sweeter on the nose. Almost a little bit of a combination between brown sugar, honey, and white sugar. That's what I'm getting on the nose. Kind of a third, a third, a third. Which is interesting. Let's take a sip. This one's a little bit, again on the palate, a little bit lighter, sweeter, and for lack of a better word, smoother, more uniform. It's got a little bit of a, but then there's a little bit of a punchy finish where it kind of kicks back a little bit, which is really nice. Got a little bit lighter, a little bit sweeter. If I had to throw it a guess here, this is I probably had these mixed up. This is the Baker's, I think, if I had to throw a guess out. I do recall the Ezra Brooks being just a little bit oakier, drier, sawdust leather, a little bit more of that going on. And the Baker's just having a bit of that, but being a little more on the lighter / sweeter side of things. So it's interesting. I can almost maybe do the nose with this one. Yeah, I think I'm probably almost for sure right. I think this one is the Baker's. Yeah. I think this one here is the Ezra Brooks. Yeah. If I had to throw it a guess. Again, I'll probably never know with these particular pours. That's the funny part about this. Don't think that's ever happened to me before. So I poured it into the same glass and started moving around before shooting the video, and then I was like, "Hey, on which one is which now?" So, anyways, it's kind of a fun thing, but I'm gonna have a sip again of each and just let you know what I'm thinking here. Yeah. This first one again, going back to this one, almost a few coffee notes to it. I'm almost certain this one's the Ezra Brooks. Because as you notice, I bought these bottles, I think, kind of around the same time. You notice how one's a little bit lower than the other, right? And that is because I've been enjoying this one more. And that's not to take anything away from the Baker's whatsoever. I love Baker's. I bought it, like I said, I bought a bottle about a year ago, and I'm really enjoying this bottle too. It's fantastic. But this Ezra Brooks is sort of blowing the top off my head a little bit. It's been one of the bourbons I've enjoyed the most, I think, in the last 6, 8, 10 weeks, maybe. In terms of bourbons, I mean, I'm trying to think of a recent new bourbon I've tried that kind of really made me kind of sit up and go, hang on, this is really nice. And I maybe there's a couple retries I bought recently, Angel's Envy and Cave Hill, Rabbit Hole Cave Hill. Those two I've really enjoyed, and they're kind of just a really nice revisit recently. Buzzard's Roost is another bourbon I tried not that long ago, and it was nice. But funny enough, that bottle kind of died a little bit, like in terms of we got about this much left of the Buzzard's Roost. I haven't really gone back to it. Well, why is that? Well, it's funny. This one is very easy to drink. I'd really recommend it. And I haven't, like I've said on this channel many times before, I'm a bit more of a taster, not a researcher. But it makes me want to research a little bit or look into Ezra Brooks a little bit more. Find out, do they have any other varieties? Like I said before, I tried the, I think it's kind of the regular basic one that's 40%, and and that one was, for the price, it was quite good, I thought, right? And then this one is really nice. I really enjoy it. I'm taking another sip. yeah, just dry leather, sawdust, oak, yeah, you know, woodsy, pepper, some heat there. Nice relaxing finish. Let's go back to the other one again as a comparison. Really good. This one's maybe just a touch 75% into the sip as the finish hits, and after the finish, I would say this one's got a slightly better finish than the other one, but it's sweeter and kind of from about 25% in, you know, the mid 50% at the sip, 25% in to 75% in is a little bit flat. If you want to say smooth, I mean, you know, some people are looking for that. I tend to enjoy something that's got a little bit more of a journey, you know, throughout. And so I might say this is a little bit, you know, less eventful in the middle than the other one. But it's got a nice, deep, long finish. It's kind of got a heat that kind of comes back and kicks in. And that's a really nice feature. But I would say that this other one is a little bit more flavorful overall. Certainly the first 75% of the sip has kind of just a really nice journey and eventful kind of layers of flavor all kind of mixed in there. Try this one again though first. Mm-hmm. You know, either way, can't go wrong with these two bourbons, folks. Wonderful. You know, relatively reasonably priced, if I recall. You know, they both have a richness and a kind of a quality to them that is really, really easy to enjoy. I mean, you never not recommend these. So yeah, you know, I don't know what else to say exactly. I'm kind of rambling here a little bit, but really enjoy these two bourbons. Enjoying both these bottles. I recommend them both, and I hope you guys have a great evening. And we'll see you again soon, everybody.